Hi, my name is Stephen Roylance. I wanted to talk about stories of hope and inspiration for personal peace studies. Those who keep on going and fighting for what they believe in, uh, keep going, living their lives no matter what, despite adversity, they inspire me. Raymond Liao is a friend of the family that I interviewed for this, and he is somebody who was born and raised in Hawaii. And he he's had a lot of ups and downs in his life, and he's continued to live his life the way he wants to, despite all of that. When he growing up, he his dad had a maintaining property and chicken coops, so from an early age he was working and learned hard work. And he decided that he wanted to explore the world. He decided when he became an adult, he wanted to explore the world outside of Hawaii. So to do this, he got his engineering degree from UH Manoa and then joined the Air Force, where he was stationed around the world, and mostly in New York. And there he started a family very far from home, very far from Hawaii. He started his own life away from everything he used to know. And along the way, he lost his wife when she was very young, and he just had two children to raise by himself. He had people babysitting for him, but it must have been tough. But and now he's over 80 years old, and he is strong as a bull. He takes really good care of himself. And I asked him, how about personal peace? How does he practice personal peace in his life? And he said that he practices peace by letting go of things that you can't control. If you just ruminate and try to solve problems that you can't, it's going to burn you out, drain you, make you feel terrible, and make it hard to live your life, hard to control the things that you can't control. And so he focuses on things that will make his life better. He walks 5 miles a day. Nobody told him to do this. It's something he does for himself. And it's kept him strong and healthy. A lot of people his age aren't doing so well, but he is like 20 years younger than how he is. And, and he's always learning new things. He never stops learning. He keeps his mind active, even in his old age. He's always learning stuff. He learns how to use the computer, very computer literate. He's always trying to keep in touch with what's going on in the world. And he also learns to play ukulele lessons. He never used to play ukulele before, and this is a new thing for him, but he takes classes every week and practices at home. And he's grateful for all the people he has in his life who helps him. And he's also generous, to make decisions. He will help people, if they truly need the help, and are humble. And he advises that we depend on the Lord God. He is a devout Christian, and that is definitely something that has kept him going on throughout his life. And another person I want to talk about is William Berber. He is a reverend in North Carolina. He petitioned for a change in the social laws over here. A lot of harsh laws were passed about 10 years ago that that cut unemployment benefits, changed taxes up a little bit, and rejected the Medicaid expansion, which affected a lot of people, including me. There was a gap between people who are poor and disabled and people who are working but still poor and can't afford health insurance. And the law would have helped those people, but it was blocked by the legislature. So that was one of the things he campaigned on. And he did it every day. Well, no, every week on Monday for about 13 weeks. Moral Mondays is what it was called. And he was arrested. And but he got a chance to speak at the Wild Goose Festival, which is in Asheville. Over 10,000 people attended, and he spoke, and 10,000 people were changed, or had the opportunity to be changed, and listen to what he had to say about making changes in this state. And for now, that has kind of helped create and propel a movement in this state of North Carolina to make social changes. And also, Alice Paul is a woman who is appointed chair of organization in the suffrage movement. She changed the suffrage movement all around, and instead of kind of doing stuff state by state, she directly went to Washington and protested, demanded that they passed an amendment to the Constitution to allow women the right to vote. Now, they threw a big, massive parade, to bring attention to this issue. And they were harassed, heckled, and physically assaulted by counter-protesters, and the police did nothing. They were also arrested by the police and brutalized by the guards. And Alice Paul went on a hunger strike, but they put her in the hospital, psychiatric ward, and force-fed her. So there is so much going against that movement, but in June 4th, 1919, the 19th Amendment was passed, and women got the right to vote. So the people who inspire me to live my life are those who fight for their goals, fight for their mission, no matter what the difficulty is. Doesn't matter what they're up against. They keep doing what they believe is right, or they keep living their life the way they want to, no matter what. They choose the hard battles, and they stick to it. And I think we can learn a lot from learning about them. Everyone is going to have challenges in their lives, and they are going to have to decide if they're going to stick through it or abandon their goals. All right, thank you. Have a good one.